Hey guys, it's Squirrel and Keralis, and we're back for the final part of our awesome journey down to Lyon. Where are we, Keralis? Do you know?
Welcome back, everybody. We're just outside Bern, which is Switzerland, right? Yep.
I believe so. So it explains why it's been getting hilly lately. I have noticed we've been going up and down quite a bit.
So this lay, we're gonna travel to almost Genève, and then we're gonna head down to Lyon. Deliver some Xboxes, PS4s, and Jack Daniels to the French kiddies, and we're good to go.
I can't wait. We're going to be so popular down there. With the kids anyway. I'm not sure about the parents handing out Jack Daniels, you know?
It's like Santa Claus is coming to town. Okay, who's gonna take the lead? You take the lead.
I think you should do it this time.
Alright, so I'm pulling out, buddy.
Just bear in mind that I've got a heavy load here.
Whoops, did I hit you? No. I'm making it. Alright, I'm out. I'm gonna wait for you because it's gonna take like, I don't know, a year before you leave.
Off you go. Right, I'm good.
Behind me?
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's go then. So, buddy, do we get any topics for this episode?
Yep, we've got a few left. Let's see, where were we? The last one we talked about was Mrs. Keralis and Mrs. Squirrel. And on this one, we've got one from a guy called, I don't know if I'm going to get this name right, Lyon B, I think is how you say his name.
Lyon B.
Lyon B, Noyon, and then a B. It says Lyon B.
Lyon B.
Lyon B. And he says, love the series and would like more. As you say, it's relaxing to watch and drive. As for a topic, how about if you and Keralis were to design a game, what would it be and why? Keep up the great work, guys. That's an interesting question.
It is.
If
I don't know, like it's mind-blowing question, but I would go with a sandbox game.
You'd go with a sandbox. I agree with that, actually.
Some type of sandbox game.
I think I don't know what game I'd go with eventually, but I think there'd be definitely criteria. I think it would be sandbox, and the main requirement I would have is that it's highly moddable, because I just love moddable games.
Mods for the win. Yeah, I totally agree. Mods, they do so much to games. Like, they transform games. I mean, just look at Eurotrack, all the mods out there. I mean, you can play a game, but it kind of gets a bit boring after some time. Add some mods, and you gameplay.
You make it endless, basically, don't you? The creativity that people have. I mean, game designers come up with games, they release it, make it moddable, and then they just watch what happens. And it must be so rewarding. They see some amazing mods coming out.
Oh yeah, I agree. Like, I mean, like take for example, like all those big AAA titles, like all the FPS games and whatnot. I mean, you know, we've seen it. That's been done. It's kind of like the same story in everyone. But all the sandbox games, like they just prevail. They just deliver all the time. They never die for some reason.
I mean, Minecraft, yeah. There's just no way. If that had been a closed game, like a AAA title, and it hadn't been moddable, I just don't think it would have been as popular as it is today.
No, I mean the community makes it so awesome as well, but all the mods, I mean, there's so many mods for Minecraft that I don't know. I mean, every single day there's new mods for the game. Things might change in the future because I don't know. I think some of the mods are not able to work anymore because they removed Bucket, I think it was called, or something. It's kind of like a server mod API, I guess, which has been removed because of some law issues and stuff. So it might get harder for the modders, but you know, there's always ways around that, I guess.
Yeah.
But for me, it would be a sandbox game. It would be to involve with the building stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's something good about. I mean, that's it, isn't it? Like a construction game, where the players are constructing, it's just more creative. You can express your creativity. I kind of like survival-y games as well, but I kind of feel that certainly the zombie survival games that followed in the wake of DayZ, they're kind of getting a little bit overdone now, and I'm not sure. If I was going to make some kind of survival-y sandbox, I'd have to try and come up with something that was different somehow. It wasn't zombie related or some virus or whatever it is, but there'd have to be a reason to survive, I guess.
Like its market is flooded with zombie games. I started playing Life is Feudal yesterday.
How did you find it?
Well, it's an early access game. There's tons of stuff.
Aren't they all these days?
Yeah, you know what? All the games are kind of early access, never developed fully. But I like it. You know what? Oh, look at the train.
Oh yeah, I see it now.
But I like the aspect. There's not like hostile mobs. There's no zombies in it. It's basically you survival of the land which is given, and I like the feel of it. It's kind of like it's grindy though. That's the only downside. It's like it takes forever to do anything in this game. We spent, I kid you not, we spent, oh no, maybe I can't say this. When is this episode going up? Oh yeah, I can say that. For those people watching my point of view, we spent like 20 minutes killing a moose.
20 minutes killing a moose?
Kid you not.
How long does it take to kill a horse in Minecraft? You can punch it with your bare hands, can't you?
Yeah, like 10 seconds or something. No, 20 minutes. We both had like primitive knives, and we were punching this poor guy from each side. 20 minutes to kill him. Dude, there's so many speed cameras. I've gotten like 2 speeding offenses in like the last 1 minute.
I know, dude. I'm trying to keep up with you, and I keep getting speeding tickets.
I'm just flat out. No, but 20 minutes to kill a moose, that was a bit of overkill. And we tried to build a house, and that takes ages. It's just grinding up skills, but I like the feel of it, you know. It's something different from what I've seen.
I like the idea that you have to work for something like that. I mean, I like the idea, you know, in Minecraft, you've got to go and find ore, and then you've got to sort of dig it out the ground with the right tools, and you've got to melt it down. If you want to craft things, you have to put in the effort. I like that. But the idea of it taking 20 minutes to kill a moose, or an hour to level a bit of land, an hour of real time, that stops being fun at that point. It starts entering into the realms of this as a bit of a chore.
Oh yeah, no, like I mean, 20 minutes. Might be just because of the tools we used. We used the primitive knives,
right?
And I'm not sure. We don't really have any other things available at this point. But we got 150 meat chunks of that, guys. I mean, we're happy, but still, 20 minutes. It was a laughing feast all over the place.
So I mean, in terms of, okay, so if you just going back to the question, if we were designing a game, or you was designing a game, you'd want it to be sandbox. I'd want it to be moddable. I think I'd also want it to be, because one of the things I appreciate about Euro Truck is the visuals of it. I think it's such a pretty game. It's such a beautiful game. The graphics. So I think I'd put that on my list of, it must be visually. I have this thing about sunrises and sunsets in games. You know, I enjoy them in this game. I enjoy them in the forest. I enjoy them in Minecraft. I enjoy them in flight sims. You know, I just enjoy sunrises and sunsets in real life. So I really look for that in a game. So I'd want a beautiful kind of aspect to the day. Yeah. And maybe the seasons as well. Maybe bring in, you know, the kind of autumn, winter, spring aspect of it, just to keep it visually stunning. I think that'd be another requirement. As for the kind of game, I don't know. Have you got any ideas what kind of game?
No idea. I would love something to do with like an urban setting, post-apocalyptic setting, without zombies.
Without zombies.
But a survival aspect and a sandbox.
Like Planet of the Apes. Have you seen that film?
Oh yeah.
That's kind of an urban setting, isn't it? Where the chimpanzees have overrun the place and the apes have taken over.
That's an idea, at least. I mean, come on.
It is, because interesting about that, if you saw the last film, if you haven't, I don't want to spoil anything, but if you saw the last film...
No.
You haven't? Okay.
No, not yet. 50.
Alright.
Speeding cameras, I think, coming up.
We'll not talk about that then. You should go watch it. It's a good film. I really enjoy it.
You know what? You can say it. I'm not a guy with spoilers. I can still watch a movie with spoilers, so don't worry about it. Yeah,
I mean, it's not so much a spoiler, but it kind of... They're in the city, and the apes and stuff are living out of the city. And you know, there comes a point where the apes try and take the city back, and they're wrestling for control of the city because, you know, they want the subway, the human ones want the weapons, and I think if you were doing any kind of survival game like that, where there's almost factions involved, there's like the humans against the apes or whatever it is, you need to create that sense of competition between the two. Like, they need to be fighting for resources. That's how you create the conflict. And they fight over territories and stuff, so you'd probably want to bring that aspect into the game.
That's not a bad game idea whatsoever. I mean, just swap the zombies for apes and we're done.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. We'll just call it Apecraft or something. When we're there, aren't we? Day Ape.
Day Ape.
That's it. Let's do it. Let's get it built. Start coding tomorrow.
Oh, that would be glorious.
Right, let's move on to another question. I think we've done that one. That was from Lyon B. Thank you for that. What have we got now? We've got Sebastian Simeon, which is an interesting name. Sebastian Simeon. And let me just turn this bend because I can't read whilst turning corners. It's difficult. It says, nice video once again. As a discussion topic, I suggest you talk about smartphones. Which brands are your favourites? Which smartphones you own and why? What do you guys think of the iPhone, and compare them with Android flagships and all the rest of it? I don't know what your take is on this one, but personally, I use Windows at home and I use Macs at work, and I have had an iPhone and I've had an Android phone, and I'm quite comfortable with both environments. Are you do you fall on any particular side? Are you kind of an Apple guy or an Android guy, or are you just, a phone's just a tool and you don't really care anyway kind of thing?
I'm more or less leading to the tool option, to be honest. I got a Samsung Galaxy S5. I've had a bunch of other phones. I had Apple phones and iPhones and whatnot. I just don't. The only thing iPhones are amazing phones. The only downside is iTunes for me. That kind of ruins the whole experience with the phone. So
the interesting thing about what you just said there is, a guy sat next to me at work, and he can't get himself away from his iPhone, and despite the fact he likes my Android phone, he can't get away from his iPhone. And I said to him, why? And he said, iTunes. He said, it's just so easy to organise my music and stuff. And that's what he said.
No,
he does it because of iTunes.
I just want to plug in my phone, drag and drop stuff, and I'm good to go. I didn't like having a secondary application just to do the stuff for me.
I think iTunes,
even though I have there's backup programs and whatnot, sync programs for the Samsung, but I just want to plug it in, and it's showing up as a USB flash drive, and I can just drag and drop stuff into it.
That's true. I mean,
that is the amazing point of my phone.
Yeah, he's used iTunes and he likes iTunes, and I kind of get that. I mean, Apple makes it simple, but I think that iTunes on Windows doesn't work as well as the one on the Mac. I don't think it ever has, really, but yeah, I mean, I like both environments, just to answer the question, and I have an Android phone, and I just bought one of those 1+1 phones, which is a beautiful Android phone. Quite hard to get hold of at the moment because they're only on invite only. But
1+1, what is that?
Oh, it's amazing, dude. It's an amazing phone. But it is invite only. Check out OnePlus1.net.
Right.
And if you do want one, because I should at some point get some invite codes, and if I get one, just let me know if you want to get the phone, and
please
you can have one of the codes. It's a 5.5-inch display, Android quad-core, 64 gig, all singing, all dancing, Cyanogen mod Android, brilliant phone. And it, for the 64 gig version, it's £279, which is just like less than half the price of an iPhone.
That's cheap. I mean, what are they going to charge for as 6 Plus? I think it was like $700 or something, or $800.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I can buy a phone, a PlayStation or whatnot.
Yeah, just have a few change left for some pizza.
It's nuts. I mean, $800 or $700 for a phone. Holy shit! I mean, imagine doing that every single year when new versions is released. I mean, crazy. But no, I don't really have any preference. It's a phone. I hate the battle, Android against Apple fanboys and vice versa. I mean, it's just, for me, it's like a thing that people feel insecure. Okay, I got an iPhone. Maybe I should have bought an Android. No, I love my iPhone. I'm gonna diss all the Android boys. I mean, just be happy with the phone you got. God damn it! I mean, it's a phone.
That's the
Works.
thing. Just
you bought it. Use it.
You make your. It's your money at the end of the day. You make your own decision. And he's going left, by the way. Make your own decision. Buy it, and if you're happy with it, brilliant. But don't go around telling people what they should buy, And
No.
It's just silly, but that's what people do ultimately. I'm nearly out of fuel, dude. I'm glad we're here because I am literally on about an eighth of a tank, if that, less than an eighth of a tank.
Dude, I can't even see my tank anymore. It's empty.
Is it really? You're running on fumes.
Fumes. Here we come. But we have almost arrived in Lyon. I don't know where you're going, by the way.
I'm going right. I might be going in the same place as you by the look of it.
I'm going to the tram something.
Oh God, no! I'm going the wrong way.
Oops.
Oopsie.
No, but the discussion is like just going nuts. And I mean, the same goes for everything. PC versus console, console versus PC, PlayStation versus Xbox. Just buy a thing and be happy with it.
Indeed. I've got a very quick question for you. It's directed straight to you. It's a guy called Sibio1. He says, Paul, can you ask Keralis if they have Yorkie bars over there?
Yorkie bars?
I guess not then.
No, we might have, but we Swedes usually change names for everything to get.
So I know why he's asking this. It's because, like, you know, basically there used to be the advertising for a Yorkie bar. It's a chocolate bar, yeah. It's a snack bar, and it's thick chocolate built into brick shapes almost. And the advertising that used to run on TV for a Yorkie bar were truckers. And they had these truckers on, and they'd pull up in their truck, and they'd get this Yorkie bar, and they'd snap a piece off, and it was so thick, you had to be a man to snap this bar. And so it was like, you know, it was man enough for truckers kind of thing. And that's why he's asking, is because obviously we're trucking. And he's basically saying, do they have that over in Sweden?
I don't think we get Yorkie bars. Honestly, Paul, I'm at this place. You've been here before. You know the place where it's got like a really narrow entrance.
Oh, I know the one.
Oh,
are you there?
I'm here. You know, let me just take my mirrors.
I've got this massive open yard to park in.
Yeah, I'm trying to squeeze in through this opening, and it's not going splendid. But you know what? We can scratch the trailer a bit, I guess. Doesn't matter. There we go. We're inside. Perfect. Holy shit, that was not fun. No, we don't. I don't think we get Yorkie bars.
That's a shame. When you come over to the UK, which you're doing very very soon,
yeah, like tomorrow.
You need to get yourself a Yorkie bar then. A couple of Yorkie bars, and then obviously you can show people on your stream or whatever and say, this is what a Yorkie bar is, and I got it from the UK. Although I don't think they're as thick as they used to be, if I'm honest. But then I think that about most chocolate bars, and I don't know if it's because I've got older and bigger and these things are smaller.
Your hands are bigger.
And my hands are bigger. Or is it just because the chocolate companies are ripping us off? And I think they've done it with crisps and all kinds of snacks. They've just made them smaller, and then so they can keep the price the same. That's my theory.
It's like the package is the same, but the interior of the package or the things in packages are less. They say it's like, oh, we added 20%. Hell no, you took away 20%.
Yeah. And I think they've been doing it with things like fabric conditioners and all that stuff for years. Like they've been making them smaller and smaller, and then they make a big version, and then they make a really small concentrated version, and that's as thick as it used to be in the first place. You're just diluting it down all the time.
I need to focus here, Paul. I'm still trying to park.
Are you? I thought you were done.
No, we've been talking, and I haven't been focusing on this. Sorry, I'm still trying to pick up. There we go. I have arrived. Let me just see if I got it. Oh, dude, I didn't. What the hell? Where did I hit? Did I hit something?
Are you parked up?
I damaged a lot of this.
Oh God.
7% damage, man.
Are they going to dock your wages for that?
Yeah, $1,000, €1,000 down the drainer.
Oh my God! I just drove past a Renault dealer.
Ooh,
shudder.
Quickly there from there. You know what? I'm happy still. I mean, this was a long journey and only 7% damage, and I think the damage happened here in this company.
You were reversing the trailer in.
Yeah, but the narrow entrance. I mean, what the hell? Who built such a place?
You need to come over to me. I'm down at the the mechanic place. You can repair your truck.
I'm coming for the call. Do we get any more questions on the go while I drive there?
Hang on a sec, just turn my truck around.
No Yorkie bars in Sweden, what I've seen. If there's any Swedes watching this and you've seen a Yorkie bar, I'm sorry. Then we have Yorkie bars in Sweden, obviously, but I haven't seen them.
To be honest, the rest of them are not. They're going to take longer than ending the video. For example, games that you liked as a child and why you liked them, and places to visit in England, and you could even drive to in the future. I think we might have to save those for the next video because they're probably slightly longer topics, and you've just shown up here. So come and park 45 degrees to my truck over here. Are you getting a repair?
45. No, I can do that later on. Coming for you, Paul.
There you go.
Let me just adjust it a bit. There we go.
Let's get these Scottish flagged trucks looking. Look at that. That's beautiful.
Do you get my... Oh, I got my beacons on. What the hell? Let me just disable this, disable that. Let me just...
That's
It's
awesome.
beautiful.
It's awesome.
Scottish people, we're in this together. William Wallace, freedom.
We did it again. We've done another amazing journey, 1,400 kilometers.
Oh boy, this has been a long trip, and everybody asking, like maybe wondering like how we do it. We do this in one go, so it's been a long journey.
It has been a beautiful journey. I can't believe
It's been a nice journey.
It felt like it's just gone in 5 minutes to me. It just seems amazed how much we've done there, and just because we've had so much to talk about, it's gone so quickly.
Oh yeah, time just flies by. Doing this on your own would feel that it takes a lot longer than it did.
Indeed. Anyway, it's been a pleasure, sir, and as
Likewise.
ever, we need people to comment, don't we? We need the suggestions for the topics for the next video.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget, guys, please write something nice to us in the comment section, like a little question or a topic, and it's great fun, you know, because we can just bring them up and have a whole episode just talking about one thing. I guess. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and don't forget to like, comment, and favorite, alright? And if you're watching my point of view, do check out Paul's point of view. Look at the truck behind us. Why do people buy such ugly trucks?
That's a Renault. I bet it was a Renault out of that shit. It is!
It's a Renault!
He's bought a grey Renault. That's possibly the dullest thing he could have ever bought.
Oh, that's James May.
He needs to come
Right
over
there
here
for
and
you.
just look how to just pimp trucks out, you know? This is how you do it. This is how you roll.
I love it. See you guys in the next episode.
Indeed. Happy trucking, guys.
As usual. I need to buy those.